Facebook, Twitter, X, and of course, True Social. Oh yeah, you saw the thumbnail. There's a party over live, bro, tears. A celebration that lasts throughout the year. So bring your good times and your bad times too. We're gonna have a celebration and party with you. Come on and celebration. Come on. That's right, man. We here for a Friday night liberal tears celebration. That's what we're here for. It's Friday. We might as well enjoy ourselves. So make sure you hit that like button, share my videos, follow me on all of the other social media platforms, if you will. The number on the screen, 330-974-4607. Text MAGA to the number, and then we'll lock you in just in case they unexcuse me for laughing at liberals. Okay, that's right. They're a rare species. They're off limits. You're not allowed to hunt them. You're not allowed to laugh at them. They're protected species. So you got to be careful. Got to be careful. I don't want to do no time because, I'm being unkind to the simple mind, if you will. Now, with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to get loose so I can get busy. Since y'all can hear me and all that stuff. I'm watching the notes. Y'all like, yeah, we can hear you. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. There's some things in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Yeah, man. So now, before we get started, make sure you check out Kevin's Corner store, if you will. This way you can get yourself some gear, some items and stuff to support the channel. And I have a link right below each video for my monthly fundraiser. You can also support the channel that way. And I've seen somebody type in the comments that Diddy did it. Yeah, Puff Diddy Combs is in trouble. I can see why he might have tried to jump on that jet and bounce. But we'll see. We'll see. Last I heard, even though I thought he was caught in Miami or somewhere, but yeah, I was watching Benny yesterday. I think it was yesterday, and he said at this point they still don't know where he at. He might be in a dungeon somewhere, y'all, with a black sack over his head. We don't know. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Diddy. I am here to talk. Somebody said first time live? Yeah, from England. All right. Hello. There you go. Welcome to the show. Hello. Welcome to the show. All the way from England. And I hope we don't disappoint. Enjoy yourself. Make sure you chat and meet some people. I'm sure Dawn is somewhere in there. She'll probably, offer you some crumpets and tea. I'm stereotyping, but perhaps some crumpets and tea. Who knows? Now, let's get into some things that's going on around the country. Before we go ahead and bust open the 808 bass. Boom, boom. Yeah, before the party start, before I cue up the band, for these liberal tears we gonna be celebrating, we gotta go ahead and focus on something else that took place in the United States. See, creepy, sleepy, sleazy, slimy, sloppy Joe is in trouble. He's taking it to the chin. He shouldn't have won the first time. They know he's about to get a faceplant this second time. And I don't think they are confident that they can pull off the same schemes as they did the first time. How many pandemics can you have? There you go. How many water main breaks can you have? They come every 4 years. You ain't know that? It was a cycle. It's a cycle of water main breaks that takes place every 4 years inside of Democrat voting areas. There you go. So I think they're a little concerned, and they're concerned when they bring out more popular presidents than creepy, sleepy, sleazy, slimy, sloppy Joe. He don't have the pool by himself. That's right. He's just a backup player. Yeah. So Obama and Slick Willie had to come out to his aid to try to help this man garner some support and raise some money. So these three stooges go up to New York and they had a little celebration themselves. Yeah, a little celebration. But guess what, y'all? Common folks weren't invited. That's right. They was up there celebrating And how dare you just be a regular peasant that might want to come in and say, hello, I'm glad you're the president. I just wanted to shake your hand. No, we don't need your kind in here. We only want the 1%. We want the rich folks to come up in this bad boy because, see, they got something to give us. Y'all ain't got nothing to give us. You're just stupid, stinking, funky Americans. Now get out the way. Now, if you were illegal immigrants, they probably would invite you in, you know what I'm saying? But because you're not, get out the way. So they have a little soiree, try to raise some money. Let's see how it went.
2024 race, New York City is the backdrop to a sharp contrast in campaigns today. President Biden said to attend a sold-out, star-studded fundraiser tonight with former presidents Obama and Clinton at Radio City Music Hall.
Now, I wonder how creepy feels knowing that really the people, if they do participate, are not coming for him. You know, they're coming for the other two. Yeah, this guy right here is horrible. He can't draw anybody anywhere. Everywhere he goes, only crowd that he draws are protesters on both sides. Radicals are screaming at him, talking about the free Palestine, free Palestine. And then you got Trump supporters who are holding up signs going, let's go Brandon or F Joe Biden. So he has to go and bring in some heavy hitters to try to raise some money. So now he ain't even the main focus at his own party. That's what it is. Nobody's coming up to Joe to shake his hands. Yeah. Nobody's coming up to them. They're going, out of the way, you. Out of the way. Pushing their face probably right to the side. I want these two. Not you, Joe. Get away. So Joe right now is just riding the coattail of these other two because he don't have the pull to bring in money himself or interest or a crowd. So he brings in these other two, and now he has to sit in third place. He's, sitting in the middle. He's sitting in the middle of Bill and Obama. Ain't nothing worse. Three guys in the front seat, and you got to sit in the middle. So Joe's in the middle. Yeah, there it is. They got their arm around him. He's sitting in the middle with his tight legs and everything. So let's see how this all works out.
The president and Obama just reached New York, the campaign calling it, quote, the most successful political fundraiser in American history, raising some $25 million.
Ooh. So the cheapest ticket tonight runs $250, but those willing to shell out at least six figures can have the legendary Annie Leibovitz snap their photos with all three presidents.
What? What a bargain. Oh, yeah. Hey, hun, go crack the piggy bank. We're going to go ahead and drop $250 just to show up in person to see Creepy? Now, they got all these artists, because that's what the Democrats do. They major in doing things like entertainment, reaching out to minorities through bringing in black singers, rappers, stuff like that. People who Joe Biden has no idea who they are, never listened to their music. Who's Wizard? It's Lizza. Who? The wizard? No, it's Lizza. I don't know a lizard. I do like lizards, though. Lizza. Never mind, Joe. Just don't talk. Just sit there. Just sit there. Matter of fact, just nod off. We'll handle it. Bring in a whole bunch of folks that are famous and popular, liberal assets, and bring in the other two presidents. And, Joe, you just sit there and be quiet like you did through the whole campaign when we installed you the first time. You're going to make me president, right? Because we put together the most comprehensive voter fraud program. So now Joe is just going for the ride. And they're asking people for $250. Man, do you understand? That's like a Michael Jackson ticket. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when Mike was in his prime, coming down out the ceiling, just standing still for like 15 minutes with his head turned to the side like that while people scream. Then just do this after 15 minutes. Turn to the other side. Didn't sing one lyric yet. And folks up there, Michael, passing out, reaching up there for him. That was 250, maybe 500 at the most. You think I'm going to drop that on Joe? So if I ain't going to see Prince, Michael Jackson, Sade, somebody like that. And this dude got the nerve to be asking for $250 just for a regular person to come in and see him. And then look at that whopping price down there. $250,000 to $500,000 just to take a photo with Creepy Joe. I don't want to be in there with that creep, but I have to just think that anybody who's putting that much money into this raggedy man probably wants something for their efforts, their sacrifice. I'm pretty sure they're not just dropping 250,000 or 500,000 just because they just love Joe and his policies and all of that stuff. I mean, it might be a straight up legal pay to play going on here, but who knows? Who knows? So, yep, it looks like they raised a lot of money. Now, while they were doing this, hanging out with the elites and the famous folks and raising money and all of that stuff, what was Trump doing?
Pay $250,000, and this could be you.
Could be you.
Pay your fair share. Pay your fair share.
Are you high? Because for $25, if you can't be there, but you
can watch
be
it virtually,
online,
no
right?
matter where you are in the country, no matter where you all are.
Wow. So wait, where was this airing at? I mean, I didn't see no stream or something. You can, what is it, pay-per-view? Was it a UFC fight going on or something? So virtually, you could watch Joe for, what, $25 virtually? Can't be there. Your money's not big enough to actually be there. But you know what? We'll take $25 dollars off of you, you peasants. All right, get your money up. And yet you can watch Kevin's Corner for free right here. All I'm asking for is just donations. Yeah, a couple dollars here or two. But this guy, $25 to watch him virtually, $250 in person, and then $250,000 to $500,000. Wow. He's chumming it up with all the rich.
Are in the world. You can watch this for $25, so that's going to be really exciting. Meantime, Donald Trump will attend the wake of a fallen New York City police officer, Jonathan Diller, who was gunned down during a traffic stop 3 days ago.
What are we hearing from him today? I understand he was invited by the family.
Invited by the family. So wait, Trump was over there hanging out with a police officer's family and showing up at their wake, while Joe was hanging out with all of his rich friends, pandering and asking for money, and yet was in the same city. Same city. You telling me that Joe couldn't just take a detour to stop by and say, hey, sorry about your loss? Nothing? Without checking his watch? Probably do a drive-through, roll down the window. I only got 13 seconds, but I just want to let you know I'm sorry about your... Oh, time's up. Yeah. So Joe couldn't do that. So Trump gets invited by the family. And I wonder why the family invited Trump. Now, Trump could have turned it down. He could have said, no, away with you all. I got too many other things to deal with, like fake indictments, all these stupid court cases. Yeah, I got all this stuff on my back. I'm trying to campaign. I got the Democrats nipping at my heels. I got the fake news trying to destroy me. I got all this going on. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I can't make it. But yet Trump stops and goes to the wake. And you wonder why all those firefighters was booing Letitia, quote unquote, Laquifa James up there in New York. All of the hardworking men and women on the ground level, police officers, firefighters, military folks, all of them, all of those people, they have the heart of Trump. And Trump has the heart of them. See, and that's why they know when a crisis kicks in or one of them are, abused or shot or killed or whatever, Trump will be there for them. Not creepy, though. Not the same guy in the same party who demonized the police for like a whole summer when they was trying to promote the whole George Floyd death. Yeah, not those guys. So they invite a real president. They invite somebody who his heart is with the people and he respects the first responders, the police officers. They invite him and he goes. What creepy was up there partying it up though. He had no time. So maybe he gave a phone call. I'm sure he probably said, you know what? Excuse me, everybody. I'm going to step out. Go right down to the bathroom so I can call this family and tell them, I'm sorry about this. So let's see.
Was indeed, Chris. The family invited the former president to attend, and he did attend, spending about a half hour or so with the family in the funeral home behind me. You can see there is a line of people, a line of blue in particular, waiting to get into the funeral home for this wake. The president seemed moved by the moment. His speech was subdued, but he did talk about the fact that his impressions of what crime is like in America. Take a listen.
What happened is such a sad event, such a horrible thing. and it's happening all too often, and we're just not going to let it happen. We just can't.
A man of the people. And you wonder why folks aren't real folks that know what's going on, and they're not blinded by Trump derangement syndrome. You wonder why all of these stupid charges, accusations, indictments aren't working. Because we see this Trump. That's why. See, yet he's supposed to be heartless, selfish, white national, all of those things. Yeah, we see the real Trump. They tried to paint a certain Trump. When I was at the White House, Trump had to get taken in the back because he wanted to hang out with everybody, with the common folks. Wasn't pandering. He didn't have, a whole bunch of news networks there and famous black folks up there talking about y'all need to support Donald Trump. Regular old minority, just regular black folks. About 2,000 or 3,000 of them. I mean, it was packed up in there. Packed. I didn't see not one rich or famous person that he could sit and get a photo op with so he could pander. Yeah, that wasn't his golden agenda. What his golden agenda was to present those people who were the recipients of the First Step Act and then to hang out with us all. And Secret Service had to keep going, Mr. President, you can't go, to come on, to get back, and snuck back out, took him in the back somewhere. We went out to the hall, everybody mingling. Next thing you know, a door opens and here he is again. Secret Service is following him. Mr. President, come on, you can't get that. Hanging out with regular folks. But Joe, not him. Yeah, he only shows up if he could pander or he could benefit when it comes down to political. He's like, I'll show up for that. What? East Palestine, do they vote for me? No. Well, I'm not going there. Why would I go there? They're peasants. White trash. White trash. Yeah, that guy. But look where Trump is.
21 times arrested, this thug.
No wonder. No wonder Biden and them ain't showing no attention to this. First of all, the police officer wasn't a young black scholar who maybe didn't have conflict resolution skills and allowed something to escalate with a white cop and decided, you know what, I ain't getting out my car, I'm gonna take off driving and gets himself shot. Yeah, no wonder Joe's not down there on his knees. No wonder Nancy Pelosi's not down there talking about thank you for your sacrifice, George Kirby. Yeah, no wonder they're not doing that because this life doesn't matter. There's no benefit to this. In fact, all it would do was highlight how S-hole ran Democrat cities are running rampant with crime. So Trump just said this guy, Riviere, a man who killed an NYPD cop, had how many? 20 priors. Wow. Where's Mayor Peanut? Huh? Where's Mayor Adams? Huh? New York. New York has a brand. It has a brand. Yeah, well, we're looking at the brand. So 20 priors. How many folks you know can get away with 20 priors? At what point do the judge say, all right, this is your 19th time in here. I better not see you again, because after 20, that's when we're going to get serious. Okay? Serious. So just like illegal immigrants that they catch and release and catch and release and catch and release, and then they end up killing somebody. Same thing with the regular American citizen criminals in the inner city, where these DAs are talking about, let's go easy on them. Let's go easy on them. So they let this guy out 20 times.
And the person in the car with him was arrested many times, and they don't learn because they don't respect. They're not given the respect. The police are the greatest people we have. There's nothing and there's nobody like them, and this should never happen. I just visited with a very beautiful wife that now doesn't have her husband. Stephanie was just incredible. Their child, brand new, beautiful.
Look at that. Look at that. Little baby boy right there. But hey, you know what though? That's just a white man right there. First of all, he's a cop. All right? Yeah, you know the left don't like cops. They represent law and order, patriotism, things like that. Yeah, so he was a cop and he was a white man. A white man. We don't care about them as Democrats. And then you got that little young baby right there. That all he's going to have is pictures of his father. That's it. He's not going to remember his dad. All because some guy who should have never been out of prison decided to take his dad's life. There you go. But he will have memories of the greatest president in my lifetime showing up at his father's funeral. That's what he will have. Unlike the bum who's in office over there partying and pandering and receiving money from the elites. Let's continue.
Baby, sitting there innocent as can be, doesn't know how his life has been changed. But the Diller family you'll never be the same. You can never be the same. And we have to stop it. We have to stop it. We have to get back to law and order. We have to do a lot of things differently because this is not working. This is happening too often.
And that starts with getting Democrats out of office, getting them out of power, and stopping outside resources from influencing our elections. Because a lot of these DAs who, forgot about how to prosecute crime, except for Trump. They make up crimes for Trump. They'll prosecute everything. If he drops bubble gum, spit on the sidewalk, jaywalk, anything. All that, 15 years. 15 years. But all the serious crimes, wait, are you sure murder's a crime? I know I went to law school. I don't remember reading that. What? He only robbed, 17 people? That's it? I'm pretty sure somewhere in the Geneva Convention or something, it says you got to rob at least 25 people first. They done totally forgot how to, prosecute crime. And now you got chaos in all of their cities to the point where in New York, they're calling in the National Guard just to monitor people down there in the subway. And it still ain't working. Idiots, man. So that's where it starts. Getting these DAs out of here and making sure that globalists are not supplying and supporting all of these people. This just blows my mind when you get folks that ain't even in our country and they're influencing what's going on over here by backing these raggedy behind DAs that's just letting the cities fall apart. And they wonder why they can't get police officers sitting up there like, we're a little short. Anybody want to volunteer tonight? Nope. In fact, I'm retiring, boss. What? I mean, you just started, I know. But let's continue. Wow, look at that. So Biden, 25 million fundraiser. Ooh, with Colbert. Oh, look at that. Obama, Clinton. But still hasn't commented, not even commented, on the NYPD officer's killing. That's why last night and the night before when I was saying I don't understand how any American can vote for Democrats. Any American. Now, granted, there are some people who's brain damaged and are suffering from Trump derangement syndrome and can't help themselves. Yeah, they're done. They're done. But anybody with a little common sense left to see how they treat American citizens and how they focus on self-serving, events, everything they do, self-serving. If you are a hard-working American, how in the world can you sit back and say, these people are really caring about my life and my success? Life is hard enough as it is, and Democrats do not make it easier. They do everything to make it more restrictions. You know what we need? We need more regulations, make it harder to start businesses. You know what? Send more money overseas. We don't care about inflation. We don't care about gas prices. We care about us, our power. That's what we care about. And then when someone who serves and protects is killed needlessly because the man shouldn't have been out, you think Joe want to go ahead and recognize that? That killing came out of a S-hole ran Democrat city. Not to mention, it's just a cop. It's just a cop. And he's a white cop, too. See?
That politically he can't support the police. I think he's also making a mistake. But I think politically his base won't let him support the police. They want to shy away from it. They didn't even call the family. They didn't even call the family.
Look,
Did you hear that? Man couldn't even take a second. And then what could he say? He don't know what he's talking about anyway. Somebody would be sitting there coaching him up. Okay, listen, say, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. I'm hungry. No, not hungry. I'm sorry. What? You're sorry? Okay, wait, someone's telling me to tell you I'm sorry. That's how dumb that guy is right now. Wait a minute, let me get my notes out. They told me what to say. I'm sorry. Okay. So now, Judge Janine has a few choice words.
We had 4 presidents in New York City today. 3 of them were here for a political reason.
Yeah.
3 of them were here to
Democrats.
raise money. 3 of them were here to make sure that the 4th president didn't become president again. And one president alone.
The president. That one. That's why they hate this president. Because the people know that this is a real president that loves the people. He puts America first, not raising money. All the things Trump could have been doing. And he took the time to go up there and honor that person's life. See, so they hate him because he do things that really exposes that they don't like the people. They use the people. We're a means to an end to the Democrat Party and many rhinos as well. Many, I ain't gonna leave the rhinos out either. They get some of this too. They want some of this, they get some of this too. Yeah, they use the people. Trump actually appreciates the people. He want to see the people be blessed. And yet these fools are out here like, give me $25,000, give me $50,000, give me $250,000. What? Someone died? Who? That has nothing to do with me. Give me some more money. This is unreal. Couldn't even take the time to make a phone call.
Was here to pay respect to a fallen police officer who should never have died in the line of duty. Now, you see that front line in front of that funeral home. I've been in that line many times. And what you have are the law enforcement community who know.
What? Somebody said, what's in my hoodie? Or on my hoodie? Oh. Yeah, it's deer antlers. There it is. For hunting, okay? For hunting. All right, now, let's go ahead and get into this because Janine is a little upset.
Oh, who supports them? They know who doesn't support them.
Yes, we do.
And today, when Joe Biden landed at 1:30, he could have gone to that wake.
But he needed to take a nap. He needed to eat some chocolate chip. Yeah. He need a little nappy poo before he go out and pander and ask for a whole bunch of money. See? So instead of making a phone call, yeah, this guy did whatever. What did he do, Janine?
He did a podcast.
Podcast. There you go. Joe decided to go and do a podcast. Boy, I tell you, I'd love to hear that podcast. Because, you know, Joe, I'm sure he jacked that up. But let's continue.
Some celebrity. That's more important to him.
Of course.
Raising money is more important.
Yeah.
Joe Biden is about America last. Donald Trump is about America first. Joe Biden is about opening the border in sanctuary cities and recidivist crimes. Donald Trump is about law and order and supporting the
Girl.
poor.
Okay, let's talk.
Ooh, Janine. You gonna make me sing, Janine. Girl, I know this might seem strange, but let me know if I'm out of order for stepping to you this way. Janine made me sing. Let's continue listening to. Oh, look at this. Somebody on CBS got something to say about it?
Trump. Leslie, what message was he trying to send by attending that wake in New York City yesterday?
I think it was a contrast to two Americas. I mean, in very much sense, this is something I think the Trump campaign would come forward and say. While the former president is focusing, as he said in his comments, on law and order, crime and the rise of crime, along with inflation, are two of the top issues that voters.
Yeah. See? Crime, the rise of crime, inflation, open borders. Not fighting for women's rights that they already have. Not abortion. No, not climate change. All of that stuff. No, those aren't important things to Americans that the Democrats seem to be focusing on. Trying to stop Trump from becoming a forever dictator. As he goes amongst the people. You think Hitler would have took time out of his day to go down there? If one of his lower level brown shirts were killed. But Trump's supposed to be heartless. Heartless, y'all. So here this lady is. She's calling it out on CBS. What's wrong with her? Yeah, she must have not taken her hypnotized medicine today.
voters, especially those that are deciding, and looking at the context of these two different campaigns, that's one of the issues that's top of mind. And I love what Joel said about the money. It's not about the money when it's really about the money. It's always about either money or optics. And the optics are that he's with the men and women in blue.
There you go. Those are the optics. So while you got him getting off the plane with Obama and Bill Clinton and over there at a concert raising money and trying to hang out with the cool kids, you got Trump over with the common people honoring this fallen soldier.
That he is still part of this state that is a very blue state. But when you're talking about...
And look at that, guys. Trump went to a blue state where he knows a lot of these citizens don't like him. What did Joe do with East Palestine? Huh? I'm not going there. They don't vote for me. They don't like me. Not showing up. Oh, what? It's not looking good? The optics, because I lied and said I was going. So it's election time again. Darn it. Well, I best better go then. Showed up about a whole year later. Uh-huh. Yeah. So here's Trump walking into hostile territory because the principle. He's like, hey, it's not about who likes me in this state, who's voting for me in this state. It's about the principle. We got an officer who was killed unnecessarily, and I'm going to go ahead and be with his family.
Big donors in a very elite environment, from $250 to $500,000 per ticket to sit with former presidents versus the hard men and women that are working to keep the city safe. I think Trump wins that one just optically. Yeah.
The optics on that is not good. But, to the bubbleheads, they probably don't even know this police officer was killed. They're probably out there. Yeah, here there's Lizzo. Lizzo's playing up there with Obama and all of them stuff and all of that stuff. Or they would see Trump be out there with the family and give a speech and somehow figure out how to make that sound like it was a very divisive speech. When he was talking about the young kid growing up, I'm sure he was sending out a dog whistle to say that he wants that kid to grow up to be a white nationalist like all of those police officers that were standing behind him. When Trump talks, it's pretty clear that what he was saying was, see, they'll figure out a way to make that not look good. So, guys, speaking of optics, this is not a good look either. Look at this.
About 1:30, container ship struck the Francis Scott Key Bridge, which I've been over many, many times commuting from the state of Delaware in our train or by car.
So wait a minute, y'all. Here's our commander-in-chief, and he's talking about that bridge and that was hit, and he's trying to give the details. But yet he does what he always does. Tries to mix in a personal story, a pander story, a story to try to make the people feel like, I'm down with you. I'm just regular Joe from around the corner. And he always gets himself in trouble. He never even stops to think like, what about the details of this lie that I'm about to tell? I'm pretty sure if he was the president when the space shuttle blew up, today the space shuttle blew up, and I'm reminded of the times when I was going up and down the space shuttle and landing on the moon. I can relate to them. Everything I can relate, or I know, or I've done it, or whatever, and never stops to think about the optics or the details of it. And these are things you can look up. See? So why don't he just stick with the script that they gave him? He never does. He always say, how can I build something into this, Joey, to make myself look good? Make sure it's all about Joey. Yeah, all about my glory.
Been in Baltimore Harbor many times.
By train or by car, the president claims to have used to travel over the now collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge via train. Uh-oh. The bridge never had any rail tracks on it. So there were never any train tracks there.
Oh, yikes. So creepy. He ain't looked at it. No? Okay. Right there, when he said it. Black gay drop and all the rest of them blinking. All of them. Oh, jeez. You're going to get it, Joe. You're going to get it. Oh, I bet you they was behind that camera like, Joe, ooh, you're going to, ooh, as soon as you get off the mic. We told you to go out there and just read the script. Here you go trying to build your own narrative into it. So let's see. Why would he do this?
Mick, this bridge had no train line, but this is another one of these sort of weird things where he tries to connect himself to a disaster with some weird made-up personal story. Why is he lying about things like this?
Because he's a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar. That's why. The man been lying for years. La 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 la. That dude's been lying, going all the way back. Civil rights movement, rescuing Nelson Mandela, all of that. Plagiarizing, just lying constantly. But what makes me mad is the left have become immune to his lies. They don't even, it's just like, once again, listening to a kid and their imagination. And they're lying. Today I was playing with a unicorn, and then you sitting there just cooking. Okay, you're playing with a unicorn. And then the unicorn had said that it wanted me to. And the parent isn't even paying attention. They're not even checking those lies because it's like, you know what? They're a kid. They got a kid's brain. These are all just imaginations and all of this, or an old person. And that is how they're treating Joe. He comes out and he does this regularly, and yet you never hear them come out and say, Joe, he's still lying about this? Are you kidding me? Every blue moon, you'll see one of those liberal commentators might bring it up, but they don't beat the horse like they try to beat it with Trump. Every single time Trump opens his mouth, the president's lying again, cutting him off constantly. But yet, here's Joe again, making up stuff.
Yeah, James, I don't know if he's lying or if he's just remembering things wrong. Either way, it's not very presidential. You're right. I guess his heart is in the right place. He's trying to connect with people, but he just makes stuff up. By the way, he's been famous for doing this throughout his 50-year career in Washington, D.C. I guess people have just sort of expected it from him at this point. But yeah, it's embarrassing to have a president of the United States who doesn't know where he's been. He doesn't know, the bridges around here. It's added to a long list of embarrassments for the president.
A long list. A very, very, very long list, y'all. But the real impact of his lies and embarrassment is covered up so much by the fake news. I mean, big time. Because if they were to really unleash on this dude, do you know how much, first of all, think about the late night talk shows, how much material they would have on Joe. I mean, y'all hear me all the time, and I got tons of material. I do a full stand-up all the time on Joe. Yeah, just all I got to do is just turn the clips on, freestyling it. And yet you're telling me that Colbert, Bear, and Fallon and all of them, they're not letting this dude have it with all of that footage this dude leaves on the internet? You're telling me Joe and Nika isn't going off? Once again, the president today came out and said that his house almost burned down with his cat and his wife in it and the Corvette. He's lying again. Once again, the president once again is saying that he was involved in the civil rights movement. Must we play the footage where he said he was lying about that? They don't do that. Somebody said we got a troll. Get him. Get him. Troll alert. Get him. So with no further ado, y'all, enough with creepy, sleepy, sleazy, slimy, sloppy Joe. Let's move on to everybody else who is drinking that haterade, y'all. Now listen, y'all. They was all celebrating the last 2 weeks or so. When is the date that they're going to, go ahead and repossess Donald Trump stuff? When they gonna lock, they was about to throw a lock the door party. Yeah, they had all came and camped out in front of Trump Tower, sitting out there. We're out here in front of Trump Tower. In the next 12 hours, we expect a padlock to be put on the door. Excuse me. How do you feel about Trump and all of his? They were out there having a good time, ready, and all of a sudden, looked like that appellate court became a party pooper, boom, boom. Party pooper, boom, boom. Yeah, man. And guess what? That party pooper threw a party for us. We going there. I like that 808. As the left is going, well, you turn the music down. I can't believe you guys are, what's wrong with you people? This is not time to party. I think it is. So guys, let's go ahead and enjoy them gloating, only to end up with some egg in their face, y'all. The doors are open. The doors are open to the liberal tier party. I hope you always bring your own, your own container, because I don't have containers for you guys. Bring your own container to fill up, all right? There we go. Yep. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let the party started. Here we go.
Well, the Biden campaign is a new nickname for former President Donald Trump. Broke Dawn.
Broke Dawn.
Not a winning campaign. Broke Dawn. Hides in basement. President Biden joked about the matter, saying, quote, just the other day, a defeated-looking man came up to me and said, Mr. President, I have crushing debt and I'm completely wiped out. I had to say, I'm sorry, Donald, I can't help you.
Now, do you hear the glee in Mika's voice? You hear her gloating. She is excited. And then, like always, the dumb White House, who you know Biden didn't write this. He didn't write that. Like always, the dumb White House jumps right out there and puts something out there on the internet trying to take advantage of it. And then, of course, they have to eat what? Crow. A whole bunch of it. I want the whole flock of crows shooting right in their mouth. So you hear Mika? They was hoping, man. Biden done stepped out on his limb and talking about this guy making jokes that ain't even funny, making jokes. So let's continue. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make sure this works. See, it don't have like the sound thing, so I got to make my own sound. So okay, there we go. It works. It works. Let's get into the party. Turn the music up again.
Yeah, we'll put that right there.
President Biden may need to rethink his latest campaign strategy of name calling.
At my party, we throw pies in face. Somebody go get me a pie. Because I want to throw a pie in Biden's face. Look at that.
Broke Dawn. The
Dawn.
joke may be on Joe Biden.
Who's the dummy now?
Former President Trump's net worth just skyrocketed after Truth Social began trading on the NASDAQ. And it has a market value of more than $6 billion right now.
He ain't broke down no more. It's a celebration. He's Rick James now. Rick James. F your couch. F your couch. It's a celebration. So, wow, that's a lot of money. And yet all of these folks are talking about Trump's about to be broke. Any second, they're going to go ahead and pick up this whole building and take it away.
Just last night, I got like one of those video ads that pop up. Donald Trump Jr.'s face saying, give us $5, chip in. I was like, wow, God, you guys are scraping.
Somebody go get Pin the Tail on the jackasses. Yeah, that's what we're playing here today, kids. Pin the tail on the jackasses. Yeah, so they were scraping for nickels, begging on the corner. Donald Trump, I'm pretty sure we saw him standing there with a long overcoat on, with holes in his socks. And he was asking people, excuse me, with a can. Excuse me, I'm Donald Trump. You got a nickel or two you can give me? They were there having a ball. They thought they were throwing a party. But it ends up like the party is for them in a bad way.
Trump has joined the list of the world's 500 richest people.
Well, how did he do that? You telling me he just went from begging for nickels and stuff to now he's in the top 500 richest people? You think the White House is going to retract those jokes? Anybody you think they're going to come out and say, you know what, let's quietly in the middle of the night take that off our page like they often do. I'm still sitting here with my hat too. Yeah, I forgot. I'm sitting there looking at myself like still rocking the hat. So let's go ahead and see how this all works out. Because see, Mika and Joe weren't the only ones that was trying to celebrate Trump's money issues and stuff like that. They were hoping the party was for them. They were hoping that at the end of their party, they can go ahead and drop the balloons and say that Trump is broke and they're seizing all of his stuff.
Wow, God, you guys are scraping.
The stock started trading today. It's up 33%. That added an additional, this is a back of the envelope calculation, $1.3 billion to his net worth.
What? You know what all that money can do, y'all? It can buy a whole heap of pies to throw in their faces. That's right. I'm like, Trump, I need a loan from all of that money you just made because I want to throw a liberal tier party. Okay, first of all, I ain't got big enough buckets to hold all the tears. Okay, so could you like maybe I need a dump truck, perhaps, and then at the same time, we want to throw pies in their faces as they were trying to celebrate your downfall financially.
Broke Don.
Former President Donald Trump's Truth Social site has yet to generate any ad revenue.
No.
Donald Trump has revealed his new social platform, Truth Social.
What about it?
And we, for the first time, have some screenshots of it. And it was instantly declared by everyone who saw it wildly hilarious and laughable and sad at the same time.
You know what this remind me of, y'all? I hate to gloat. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's greater than me, okay? This ain't for me. This for the dummies, okay? This remind me of when they all was talking about Donald Trump's a joke running for president. I mean, there's no way this guy's going to win. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a joke. Look at this. Look at the polls. Hillary Clinton is up by like 7,000 points. I mean, this is ridiculous. This guy thinks he's... This remind me of that. Only to hear that Price is Right music at the end. Dun, 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 dun. So here they are, hating on Truth Social, y'all. Yeah, they was saying it'll never make it. They was out there talking about you'll never be a star. Yeah, hitting them with the Prince. And nobody digs your music but you, kid. You'll never make it. You'll never make it. So let's continue hearing them all hate on Truth Social.
Donald Trump's Truth Social is collapsing.
Collapsing, y'all. Collapsing. Now, what I want to do is take these clips and go track down every one of the people in these clips that was hating and slap their face. There it is. I don't even know how I would be able to slap their face with the clip. Somehow pull it off the screen and psh, there you go. Was that you up here talking about? It's collapsing.
According to Tom Boggioni for Salon.com, the platform is rapidly heading for bankruptcy. I admit it. I am taking pleasure in this.
Just like I'm taking pleasure in you looking like a hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. Yeah, I'm taking pleasure in it, man. That's why I'm gloating, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on. This guy deserves this. There you go. That's for you, buddy, because he was taking pleasure in it.
I am.
Truth Central is apparently in a little bit of...
It's Truth Social. Idiot. Truth Central.
The trouble. Over the last month or so, they have been losing hundreds of thousands of active users. And it's been a bit since we checked in on Truth Social, but it ain't looking good.
Ain't looking good.
Donald Trump apparently knows a lot of things. And one of the things he knows better than anyone else
is what?
Is how to go bankrupt.
Oh,
and it turns out that Truth Social not doing so well.
I detect a little sarcasm in that voice. I don't think that was sincere. Yeah. I just sit back and say, it seems like that wasn't a legitimate, like I really feel sorry for you. It seemed like that was I'm kind of glad. That's what that was right there. Well, let's see how that all worked out and aged.
Trump made billions today.
Oh!
His Truth Social hit the NASDAQ trading floor with the ticker DJT, making headlines as shares surged over 50% early on, before stabilizing to a 16% gain at the close, valuing Trump Media and Technology Group at $7.8 billion.
So, as he was... Woo-wee! It's a celebration! Don't they get it? Trump just has the it factor, man. I mean, you would think after he done overcame so many attacks and so many odds, they would learn. There is footage across the internet constantly of them swearing up and down, Trump's not going to do this. The walls are closing in. Trump will never win the primary. Trump will never win the general. Trump won't. Trump. And then they all sit there with the egg on their face and go right on to the next one and make a fool of themselves. Right on to the next one. Yep. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and just say that Trump won't do this. And I'm saying, if I had to bet, if I was a betting man, this guy has been winning all over the place, man. If I could, I would wear Trump around my waist as a rabbit's foot. Yeah, you see Trump right there on my keychain. That's how, this guy is. It's like everything he touches turns to gold. But here they are. They're hating.
Waiting to see if it was cleared. The problem is he had to actually run the business. And Donald Trump is completely incapable of running a business.
Completely incapable. I wonder how much you're worth. Stank. That's what I want to know. Young jerks. How much are you worth? Hey, how many billions? Yeah, how many employees? But Trump's incapable of running a business. Oh, don't make me do it, stink. Let's continue.
He has had 6 massive bankruptcies. This is going to be the 7th.
And overcame all of them and still is rich? Wow, that's not a failure. That's a victory story. I'm sitting there going, man, that's a fairy tale story, man. A guy that had 6 bankruptcies and overcame that, now he's rich? Interesting, stink. Interesting. And then he predicted it would be 7. He's talking about Truth Social, y'all. He's talking about Truth Social. And he said it's going to fail because Trump don't know what he's doing.
So I did the math on it.
Yeah,
it was under a year and a half that he managed to lose $73 million.
That's it?
70, how do you lose?
Well, yeah, how do you lose $73 million? And then end up making like what, $4 billion? How do you? I'll take that. I'll drop $73 million in if I could walk away with about $4 billion. Let's continue.
$73 million. How does that happen?
Because he's a buffoon. And remember, Devin Nunes is the CEO. I mean, it's a total clown show, right?
And the crazy part about it is, boy, I know they're going, I hope nobody finds these clips on the internet. But thanks to Trump fan who went out and collected all of these wonderful clips so we can gloat. All these wonderful clips because I'm ready for the tears. I'm sitting there going, here comes the rain again. That's right. I'm ready to fill it up. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like, all right, what do we do with those clips? Those clips, are they still on the internet? They are? Oh, darn it. We can't scrub them? No. You know, we're gonna be made fun of. I'm pretty sure Kevin from Kevin's Corner is going to use us as the subject of his liberal tier party. And I am.
Right. Trump, holding a 58% stake, finds his share worth $4.6 billion.
Woo! The man who don't know how to run a business and is about to go bankrupt, and lost $73 million. Let me see now, though. Would I rather $73 million or $4.6 billion? Now, that's a return on your investment. Boy, I tell you, man, if I was Trump, I'd ride past Stank's house and throw money all over the place. Go in his house. F your couch, Stank. F your couch. Put my feet all on Stank's furniture. Let's continue.
The company's key asset, Truth Social, stands at the center of attention, with investors rallying around it, many driven by support for Trump.
So look, he ran his little scam and he probably made, millions of dollars paying himself. But he could have made billions if he could just run a business.
1, don't you feel dumb. 2, look at you, Stank. He could have made billions. Oh, boy. I tell you, man. I mean, normally I wouldn't recommend gloating and stuff like that. Because, there's always the risk of it coming back and biting you. Just like it came back to bite them. But I'm pretty confident right now. I'm willing to take that risk with these fools. Because they are all malicious. They're out there hating. And they're like, I hope that mess fails badly. So now that he flipped that $73 million that he claimed he paid it to himself, and it's looking like he got going to cash in on like $4 billion. I wonder what State got to say about that now.
Trump has made a fortune this week. He's now among the 500 richest people in the world.
No way, lady. No way, lady from India, because we just heard the White House joking about Trump being broke. That's what we had heard. We just heard Jordan Mika and them talking about he's begging for nickels and pennies. We just heard Stank from the Young Jerks talking about, you know what, he's going to go bankrupt and he don't know how to run a business. Surely this is not the case.
His net worth soared by over $4 billion.
Could have made billions if he could just run a business.
If he could just run a business. Oh, somebody go get Stank. Somebody go get Stank and tell him to tune into my live stream right now. Yeah, because he's the star right now. He's the star.
At the end of trading, the company was worth about $8 billion.
But he's totally incapable of it. So the interesting part isn't the $73 million, because I'm sure that they siphoned off a huge percentage of that money. The interesting part is the $3 million in revenue. He can't. He just doesn't know how to make money.
Do you see this pompous little arrogant snot I'm sure they did this, and I'm sure that, but here's the deal. They just don't know how to make money. They don't know how to make money. Boy, I tell you. Somebody go find this man under the rock he should be under. Excuse me, Ding Dong. Is Stank here? Is Stank's not in there? Oh, wait, I see you, Stank. Are you hiding under that rug? I want to talk to you about Trump not being able to make money and all of that stuff, and his latest cash in on Truth Social. Could you come? Look, stop. Stank, I see you. I see you on the floor, army crawling. I said, I'm coming in. I'm coming in. So this guy right here, somebody needs to stick a mic in his face and ask him how does he feel about Trump being able to run a business and making money. That's what I want to know right now. And he'll have some excuse. Oh, but he was lucky.
There's no revenue at all.
Trump's investment in Truth Social is worth roughly $3 billion, putting him, quote, one step closer to the $3 billion windfall.
Truth Social, and Truth Social is successful. Yes, he could end up making a lot of money out of it.
Art of the deal, Bob.
Art of the deal. So all those fools who was hating, hoping that Trump go broke, they got one egg on their face when Laquifa, trying to beat him for $455 million, got an egg in her face. A curveball to hit her right upside her head. Yeah, she wasn't expecting that, y'all. Took a swing at that and bing, right in the head when the appellate court went ahead and lowered that amount. But then, on top of that, to make it even more special for their tears, more special, see, that alone was nice. I loved them all going, what do you mean they lowered the amount? What, you mean tell me they ain't taking his businesses? You mean tell me why he ain't got to pay all that money? Yeah, that was good. I had a good time. But then to make it even more special, it went from tears to full-blown screaming and whining and kicking when Trump made all this money. So yeah, you mean to tell me Trump ain't got to pay $455 million? A teeny. What? He just made $4 billion? Wah! That's where it's at now. Yeah, it goes from, oh, I didn't get whipped yet, but I'm going to cry before the spanking takes place. No, mama. And then all of a sudden the real heat comes down. You killing me. That's what they're doing right now. So it started off with some whimper. Now they screaming. And I'm loving it.
Part of the deal.
This right here is a satisfying story. That's the word I use. Yeah, satisfying. Trump's Truth Social, which is, of course, his version of Twitter/X, it has now lost $73 million since its launch. And it may be shut down because they can't pay their bills.
They can't pay their bills. Listen to something. You see that soy boy right there? The guy with the frizzle top? The guy with the frosting on top of his head? It's very satisfying. I want to say, no, you know what's satisfying? Is listening to you right now with that big egg on your face. That's what's satisfying. I want to see him come back out and address that right now with his little icing topping on top of his head. See, where's he at?
Oh, that's amazing.
The initial public offering has this thing valued now. It started off at $3 billion. They're saying upwards of $4 billion US dollars in the US now. And if he holds on to it, I guess there's some additional bonuses. That's a lot to be able to leverage going forward.
Donald Trump. Wait a minute. Trump don't know what he's doing though, man. You know what? I'm just going to have to chalk it up to just blind luck. Blind luck when it comes down to Trump. I mean, because honestly, listening to these people, he doesn't know what he's doing. You know what? He's stealing money off the top. All of that. Oh, here's another hit. This guy right here, he really is suffering from some Trump derangement syndrome. Let me get the bottle just for him. He gets his own special bottle. That's right. The baby in the bus goes wah, wah, wah. He needs a bottle in his mouth after this.
Trump's Truth Social has basically been suffering from one of the slowest deaths we have ever seen, really, of any company.
You mean suffering from more Trump derangement syndrome than you have right now? Yeah, you're the only one suffering, and you're suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. So Truth Social, y'all, was on life support. That's what this man is saying. This was back in 2023.
In modern times. Yeah. Blockbuster Video maybe died a slower death, but anyway.
You surprised that Truth Social is kind of a bust?
Name 3 businesses that Trump has been associated with that have been successful.
And as the price of Trump media has soared, his wealth has jumped to over $6 billion.
Holy moly.
Putting him as one of the wealthiest people in the world.
I wonder how many of these eggheads and dummies got $6 billion. That's what I want to know. I want to know how many of these folks up here that was hating Trump doesn't know how to run a business. They're in the negative. They can't pay their bills. Trump, he's begging for money. You think they got $6 billion laying around somewhere? oh, look at this guy. Yeah, this guy's back. The guy with no bass in his voice, huh? Yeah, the skinny Pop-Tart. The guy that's built like a Reach toothbrush. Let's see what he got to say.
I'm taking pleasure in it because it's the free market deciding.
Yeah, that's right. I'm taking pleasure in it until the free market decides to invest in it, and he makes like, $4 billion. See, so he was taking pleasure in it when he thought the free market was letting it crash.
The platform is so lame. No one cares. It's not popular. I hope that it fails. And
I hope that it fails. Well, guys, here's some karma. Slap! Right in the face. That's right. And with that skinny little neck, I don't think he could take the blow of karma. I think that head might spin around like, there you go. So he can't take a real slap from karma. So here he is. I hope that it fails. See, because this right here is wonderful. The free market. It's the free market. What? The free market. Wait a minute. Let's go back to socialism. Take his money. So let's go ahead, y'all, because they're going to get that big fat omelet on the face.
It seems to be going in that direction.
The merged media company begins trading tomorrow under the ticker DJT, Trump's initials. Trump enters the list of the world's 500 richest people with a net worth of $6.5 billion.
Somebody send that massage up to the White House and say, the joke's on you, creepy sleepy, with your 20 million of stolen and embezzled money and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's what they need to do. I earned mine. That's what they knew. I earned my billions the right way. Unlike you, creepy, who I know didn't write that little memo. Yeah. Where'd your money come from? Where did you invest in, creepy? That's what I want to know. How many products you sold? How many employees you... Oh, yeah, you do got some employees. Your grandchildren apparently are your employees who are too young to do anything, but they're making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. Yeah, those are your employees. Your crackhead son and your corrupt brother. So I guess you do got employees, but no products?
Rayvana, what is your reaction to the Truth Social news?
Yeah, what's your reaction?
I mean, it's ridiculous. No, who's going to use it, right?
It's ridiculous, y'all. Who's going to use it? Boy, they was having a jolly good time when it came out.
Is that, aside from some conservatives, I just don't understand putting so much effort and money into a project that is just so clearly not going to be successful.
Well, how do you feel now? It's like if Microsoft first came out and you talking about man, I ain't putting no money in that. Now you feel dumb. There's some things that I have to eat the crow over. I mean, like, for example, I never forget when bottled water came out. Never forget that. I'm sitting around, and I ain't talking about, the big jugs of bottled water. We sell these because you might be going on a hiking trip. I'm talking about packaging it up and marketing it like this, like it's a drink next to pop and things like that. I'm going, what the heck is that? Is that bottled water? Look here, man. Why would anybody buy water when water is free? And look what I got right here. Bottled water. I should have invested. I marked it. I was like, man, ain't nobody gonna catch on. Man, there are people man, all you gotta do is go to the faucet, turn it on, fill up some, or stick your mouth right under there like we used to do growing up. There you go. But now look at this. So apparently here she is talking about who's gonna invest in it? I mean, you know what? I mean, nobody's gonna use it.
Trump Media and Technology Group is also losing money. Truth Social is now hoping that posting exclusive content and messages from the former president could help attract users and book some ad sales.
Well, Truth Social is very rapidly heading towards bankruptcy.
Oh, look at that, guys. Yeah, the skinny man is back. The guy with no base who's keeping up with Truth Social. Following Trump around, hoping to catch some failures. That's what they do. Yeah, they're walking around going, all right, let's see just how much Trump can fail, and we're right there. We're right there to push it out there and celebrate it, okay? So I'm back here again talking about Truth Social, hoping that it fails. Yep, and that was 2022.
Bankruptcy, and I actually do like this.
Donald Trump
He liked it. He liked it. Y'all hear that? Looks like it's heading for bankruptcy, and I actually do like this. Do you like it now? Do you like it now? Do you like it now? Yep, I wonder if he's sitting over there going, that Truth Social is I guarantee you, Trump called him up right now and said, I want you to come to work for Truth Social. I'm willing to pay you like $4 million a year. I'm on it. All of these people. See, but yeah, they were all hating on it back then, though.
Had spent quite a bit of time promoting Truth Social, this so-called Twitter alternative for conservatives. But now it turns out that the app has kind of been flailing. It seems like even Trump himself has no interest in it.
Now listen to all those predictions of doom. Y'all hear all them predictions of doom, those doom predictions? Now, Trump don't even want it. It's like, having a ugly baby that you don't want to keep. I had it all right, but yeah, why don't you play with it? Well, isn't that your baby? I don't know what he is, but you can play with him if you want to forever. So now here they are trying to say Trump was about to throw the baby out.
Truth Social platform, part of the Trump Media and Technology Group, giving the business a value of almost $8 billion US.
Almost $8 billion? What a B? What? Whatever happened to it failing? Huh? Whatever happened to Trump? I don't even want to deal with it. Okay, here we go. Let me get mature. I shouldn't be laughing at these people's calamities. That's right. I don't want to get carried away and start gloating, okay? But I will. Let's continue.
So 60% shareholder Trump has an interest worth around 4.6 billion US.
And so it looks like Trump has failed so far in creating a real alternative to Twitter.
I think every one of us already predicted, even before the thing launched, we all knew this was going to fail.
Well, you're no prophet. You're no prophet at all, Humpty Head. See, that guy, I think we all predicted that, just like they predicted that, Trump will never win the primary. Well, okay, he won the primary. That's shocking. But he definitely won't win the general against Hillary. No, he won't win that. And he would have won the second time, but they realized not to underestimate Trump. They couldn't leave it up to, Trump doing it fair and square. So they had to go and intervene, make sure. But here's another person hating and doubting, and I'm going, I wouldn't bet against him. I wouldn't do it, man. But this guy was predicting stuff. Hey, he thought he was some type of prophet. Elijah or somebody. Let's see.
It's a huge windfall. Forbes actually already came out and moved up his ranking among the world's richest people just on that alone.
What? The man who fails at businesses and don't know how to run things, now he's in the fourth most richest people on the planet? What a turnaround, y'all. What a comeback story. Just a few weeks ago, they were saying he can't pay his bills and they're about to take all of his properties. Now, that's a comeback story for you, man. Yeah, that's one that makes them go somewhere and sit down and scream, trying to keep it together in public. Many of them, the news is Trump his stock is trading very highly, but we'll see how that all works, okay? All right, now back to you. And go right in the bathroom like, shit. They all going crazy. While we're up here celebrating, let's continue, because it's a celebration.
But he pretty much doubled his wealth in the course of a few hours here.
What none of us could have predicted was that less than a month and a half later, it was virtually dead. I mean, the whole thing is a ghost town at this point.
And it's an astonishing windfall for Donald Trump. His fortune
is a celebration. Wait a minute. Hold on, Trump. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Y'all see that? Yeah, because see, that guy was talking about that. Who would have predicted less than a month? Wait a minute. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. I want a bell to ring, too. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Ring that bell, y'all.
just skyrocketed as Truth Social stock takes off.
Shares are soaring.
This is pretty extraordinary.
I do worry, of course. People are getting screwed on this, right? They bought in, people have already lost, and yeah, it looks like it's going to get much worse.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to get much worse. What? He just made how many billions? Is Kevin from Kevin's Corner? Did he find out about this? Am I on this show right now? Darn it. I was hoping I wouldn't make the cuts on this show. He's probably over there having a good time. Mocking me right now, isn't he? No, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I'm sure he's doing it. And I am. I am. If he clicks on right now, he'll see me over here with this cone on top of my head, singing and having a good time. Making up songs for him. Cry, Baldy, cry. Cry, Baldy, cry. Let's continue.
And Donald Trump, as we all know, stands to make $3.4 billion
what?
Off of this deal.
Oh, there he is, yo. He's back singing a new song. There you go. Fill it up, buddy. Fill it up. You're not done. Fill it up. I want it to the rim. Delicious. Because we just saw you all over the internet talking about the predicted. I mean, come on. The Trump is, he doesn't know what he's doing. This guy's hurting. He is hurting. Matter of fact, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm coming, whoever you are. I don't bust this out for anybody, but he's hurting. This man right now is, he really hurting. He really, I mean, look at him. He invested all that time hating on Trump. I'm saying, predicting his doom and all that stuff. And the least I can do is go ahead and, bust out the violin from Highway. Me. What key is that? What key is that, y'all? I think that's -3. I'm in the key of -3. So let's hear it. Here we go. I don't even know his name.
And the question I have is, how in the hell is that even possible?
Well, the peanut head dressed in black wants to know how it's possible that Trump came back and made billions and now he's crying. And here's the crescendo, the ending. And I don't care. Thank you. I will be playing here all week. That's right. That song goes to the man right there who's a hater. He's confused. Oh, boy, I tell you. I should get paid to make fun of these people. Now, he's a little busted up, y'all. He confused. He don't understand. He's like, wait a minute, man. I did all I could to stop this. Man, I was out here celebrating prematurely and everything. And Trump done did it again.
Remember, Trump owns almost 60% of it, which is why he's now worth about $6.5 billion.
It just keeps going up. It keeps going up. That dude was really hurt. How in the heck did he do it? Man, even if I worked for him, if I was on the set, you would hear me in the back like, who's laughing? Who the heck is laughing back there? Kevin, is that you? I'm just on the camera. I'm on the camera. Okay, well, let me get back to what I was saying. I don't understand. I don't understand how... Who is that laughing? I will be cracking up on the set because this dude put in a lot of time hating on Trump. And now he got that big fat omelet right on his face.
I love how much they fail. It's so good. It's so good. We have to bask in their failure.
Like we're doing right now. See, it's so good. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. This right here is for you. Hold on now. There you go. You get that to the face right to her. There you go. Take that. Right to the chops. It's so good. It's so good. What'd you just say about us? You said you bask in what? Let's see here. All right, let's see. She was celebrating a little too much. She deserved that to the face.
Dollars. I love how much they fail.
I love it.
It's so good. It's so good. We have.
You see it? She's all into it. I love how much they fail. It's so good. It's so good. We have to. big old teeth showing. Got the shake and all of that stuff. The happy wiggle, like a dog whose owner just came through the door. It's so good. It's so good. Let's see how good it is now.
To bask in their failure because it's hilarious.
To bask in their failure because it is hilarious. Wait a minute. There you go. We're basking in it right now.
But just a reminder, all of this was born out of censorship. This was the self-appointed speech police could not shut up or shut down President Trump by kicking him off Twitter or Facebook.
So you telling me, Dagan, that all of these haters made Trump rich? All of these efforts, which the same thing happens when they indict him, when they lie on him. Notice what happens. They create a monster. The more they attack him, the more the people support him. All of these underhanded tactics open up more doors for success, meaning this, he wins the favor of the people. So here they go. He wouldn't have had this $6 billion if, the liberal left hadn't partnered up with big tech to suppress him and us. See, so they created this, just like they also created Trump to have this much popularity and support. Instead of leaving him alone, instead of letting things play out like they are and being fair, what they decide to do? We're going to team up with the Democrats as the fake news and the deep state. And we're going to launch an obvious attack on this man to the point where the people are going to start to sit up and go, what the heck is going on here? This is crazy, man. These people are evil. And now they're turning on the people who, so anybody who said they support this dude, now we're, okay, see, now we want to see him succeed. Now that y'all indicted him 4 times, I want to see him win. Oh, you going to throw him in jail? So what? Still to get my vote. You mean tell me y'all try to take him off the ballot? See, there you go again. That's why I'm voting for Trump. That's why I'm voting for Trump. All of this is because of them. Because of them. So Trump should be thanking them. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
So he started Truth Social. Supporters of President Trump, but also the haters have helped make him richer because this is where they had to go. They were forced to follow his messages on Truth Social.
And thank you, haters. We want to give a shout out to all of the haters who made Trump richer than he already was. There you go. We're about done. The party's about to wrap up. A few more minutes, y'all, because the DJ's getting tired. Hold on. Wait a minute. The DJ. Okay. DJ, can you cue up one of my favorite cuts? Oh, yeah, I got you, Kev. I got you. Hold on for a second. Cry, baby, cry. That's great. That's great. I like that. Now, could you go ahead and mix it in? Oh, yeah, I got you, dog. Cry, baby. Baby on the bus goes. Cry, baby. Baby on the bus goes. Cry, baby. Thank you. That's hot, man. Let's continue.
And so he's a laughingstock. He's literally never run a successful business.
Look at that. Says the laughingstock now. That guy literally never ran a successful business. He's a laughingstock. Never ran a successful business. Never. Says stank.
Everything he's ever touched has gone to crap. He doesn't understand the concept of business.
Trump owns 58% of the company, potentially worth up to $5 billion.
How many people you know don't know the concept of business but stumbled into $5 billion? I don't know anything about business. I just happen to be walking down the street and say, you know what? I don't know anything about business, but I'm willing to invest a little bit of money into something I know nothing about. And so just so happened, it turned into $5 billion. How many people you know are able to do that don't know anything about business? Boy, I tell you, I want to see Stank's face right now. I want to see all of their faces. I mean, I'm serious. I wish I could, take an offering that will just fund me to go on a tour with my microphone to track down all of these people. Isolate their clips, show up with a camera behind me out there. Here he is. Come on. Here's Stank. Here, come on, let's get him. As Stank's trying to run from me, I'm on the run, but he's out of shape, so he can't get too far. Yeah, as he run down the street, here comes Kevin from Kevin's Corner. We saw what he did to Mika and Joe. As I'm chasing Stank with my microphone, hurry up, keep up, cameraman. Catch him in the bathroom with his feet up in a stall like I don't know Stank is in there. Stank, are you in here? We're looking for Stank. It does stink in here, but is that you, Stank? Stank, are you stinking it up? I know you're in here. We saw you. As he's sitting in there being quiet with his feet up, and he'll see me slide right up underneath. Like, oh, there you are right there, Stank. Hey, listen, we got video footage. How do you feel about, that's what I would do. I would make him have to bring those feet down. Could you excuse me? I'm trying to use the bathroom. No, you're not. Your pants are still up. You were running from me. Now, Stank, you said a lot of things about Donald Trump and his business. What do you feel about it now? And put that mic right on Stank's nose. That's what I would do. And I can't believe I went through that whole scenario in my head. Let's continue. Chasing Stank into the bathroom. Let's continue.
Quadrupling his wealth overnight.
Wow.
Well, maybe it's a bad idea to put your faith behind a guy who has gone bankrupt 6 times, who has scammed his own supporters multiple times.
And then you know what I would do? Is I would leave that bathroom and go and find Stank's partner. This lady right here. As she gets out of her Prius, looking around scared, knowing that I'm lurking in the middle of the night. All right, then let me check my mirrors. Is Kevin around? He caught Stank earlier. Stank told me he'd be. Yeah, she gets out with her hood up, walking into her apartment, dropping her keys because she's nervous, and hear my footsteps. Just like that. Oh, God, here he comes. Come on. Oh, shoot. I really got to do it. No, you'll do that later. I have some questions about you because you were mocking and laughing at Trump. And so now what do you think about this map? There you go. Catch her too. Then parachute down this cat's chimney. This dude slide right down in his house. I want to ask some questions. How'd you get in here? That's not important. Listen, I want to know how you feel about Donald Trump and Truth Social right now. But he would get the whole mic shoved down his mouth. That's what he would get. Whole arm down there. Listening to his kidneys. That's how bad he was on the internet. Well, you know what? I predict this. I predict it.
I mean, this is who Trump is. None of it surprises me.
Shares in Donald Trump's social media company have soared, giving the firm a market value of more than $9 billion.
Are you surprised that something affiliated with Trump is failing?
No.
Boy, I love it. I love it. Sitting back watching all these dummies. Are you surprised that there's something affiliated with Donald Trump is failing? No, not at all. Not at all. It seems like he got the Midas touch, actually. I mean, I'm surprised when something does fail with Donald Trump. I'm like, what? That didn't work out? This dude's been kicking butt and crushing it for years. And here they are. Are you surprised? They act like all of his accomplishments, they act like they have no recollection of his show he started, all the buildings this man has built. He literally was making money off of selling his name and putting it on buildings until they start hating on him. And yet are you surprised that people were gaining success by his name? And you talking about, are you surprised that something that's affiliated with Donald Trump? If this was 10 years ago and a person was building a new building, Trump, can we put your name on the side of it? It will draw a whole bunch of people in. It would help me not fail. But now all of a sudden, they've created this image in their head that Trump's no good anymore. Like, we're all supposed to forget all of his success, all of his accomplishments. Like this dude, just a hobo standing on the corner, ain't never done nothing right. And now here she is talking about, are you surprised that something affiliated with Trump and failing? No, what you guys are trying to do is make anything affiliated with Trump fail. That's what y'all have been trying to do. And now you got to eat crow.
Especially.
Look at it.
Investment experts are stunned.
DJT, it is exploding on the scene right now. So this stock is really defying the logic.
Defying the logic. It's the Trump effect. That's why they're all scratching their heads. How in the world? We did everything we were told to do. I can't understand how he keeps doing it. I don't know how he keeps doing it. Now Kevin's laughing at me and throwing a liberal tear party.
Regulatory filing flagged former President Trump's previous record with running businesses, noting that a number of those associated with him have gone bankrupt. So what could that mean for the future of this venture, or at least the president's involvement in it?
Many of those are such that went bankrupt. What can that mean? And these people get paid. They get paid to get up there and spew this. These are their professional analysis. No, it's not. This is them using all kind of propaganda to influence the minds of people and create the perception that Trump is toxic. That's what it is. Yeah, these aren't real analysis. These aren't business analysis. These folks aren't coming in with good faith, like, well, let's just see how this business is. I mean, no. Their whole job is whatever Trump talks about, whatever Trump starts, whatever he does, it's let's go ahead and put such a negative spin on it that regardless of how successful it is, regardless of how right he is about something, regardless of how wonderful of a speech Trump gave, we're going to somehow make that sound horrible. And yet they thought they could get their knuckles on Truth Social and gloat. And now they all got slapped in the big fat face with a Trump pie.
I mean, the president could use this site and he could use it exclusively. That won't be enough for it to be successful.
No. Yeah, because everything Trump touches, it fails. He can use it. Yeah, he's creating a platform out of us censoring him. And granted, it might be his own little private toy so he can get on there and spew up more of his lies and stuff and his Hitler talk. But that's not enough. That won't be enough to make it successful. However,
all they try as might as they can to bring Trump down, but they can't. They can't bring him down. He is Trump tough. Now he's Trump richer. Good combination. Mr. Trump, I say he's Trump tough. I say he's Trump smart. I say he's Trump wealthy.
Yeah.
That's why he looks like a winner to me.
And these guys look like losers. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom. Now the whole Trump train is here. So all of them, man. Yep, they all ended up in Kevin's corner. Thanks and shout out to Trump fan who went out on the internet and collected all of those clips so we can enjoy them. We could sit back and mock them and laugh and all that stuff. But we can't get too confident because they're still out there. Like these people, they can't do nothing to Trump. But, powerful people like LaQuisha James and all of these folks who really ain't powerful, but they're evil and corrupt. And when they're supported by the deep state and they're using lawfare, they might just come out and say, well, now we got to investigate Truth Social. We think he might have whatever. See, they went after Elon Musk. They know how to use their banana republic ways to try to go ahead and cripple people who keep getting the best of them and making them look stupid. And Trump's been doing that the whole time. All of them out there, hearing him go flying by, going, meet, meet. There it is, meet, meet. I know they hate that sound. As the big rock falls right on top of their head. Yeah, y'all. So God bless y'all. God bless America. I hope y'all go out and have a good time after joining my little gloat/liberal tear party tonight. Go out and enjoy yourself. Have a drink of their tears. Take it out somewhere and say, a round of liberal tears for everybody. I'm drunk off of them. I want y'all to, let me say something. I was in Kevin's corner and a few minutes, man, it was live. It was live over there. He was He's talking about something like that way. Stank, somebody named Stank. They was crying and stuff. Then there was a violin somewhere, and man, it was an 808. It's popping. It's popping, man. I'm going back to the next liberal cheer party when that dude know how to throw a party. He played the violin. You know he played the violin. It's crazy. Hey man, he go ahead and sip that. Liberal tears, y'all. So we will see. Thanks for all the kind words, everyone. I enjoy doing this. I really do. And I saw some of the comments y'all were making, and I'm just tickled pink. And I end up entertaining myself with my stupid, crazy imagination, and almost forget sometimes y'all there. I'll be like, man, that would be so funny if Stank was chased into the bathroom. Yeah, stuff like that. And it just comes out the way it is. And you guys seem to enjoy it. So y'all make me laugh, laughing at me sometime. You know that, right? So I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter. Remember, it's not about eggs and bunnies and stuff. Don't eat up all of the turkey and the hog maws and stuff. Don't eat yourself into a coma. Save some for everybody else. And we'll be back here Monday, same time, same place. So I want to thank everybody who supported the channel. Make sure you hit like, share my videos. Follow me on Truth Social, on Truth Social, on Rumble, and on my alternative channel. I'm really wanting YouTube to get off my back so everybody can enjoy these funny jokes and these parties that we throw. But they don't want that. They don't want the party to increase because they're party poopers. Boom, boom. But you guys can help by liking the videos, sharing the videos, and all that stuff, okay? Other than that, I think we're good. Don't forget, text MAGA to that number right there on the screen. And if you want to drop a couple nickels in my monthly fundraiser, I think there's a couple days left on that. Feel free to do that. The link is right below the video. Other than that, y'all, let's get ready to get out of here, y'all. I'm going to rewatch this tonight and enjoy laughing at my own stupid jokes. And y'all comment. Tear up the place, yeah. See y'all next time. Kevin's Corner. Take care.